With the weatherman. We are live in Charlotte.
That's going in. What's going on, man? Oh yeah, we're all set up. Oh, that went well. Took us about 4 hours. We got both those pieces of equipment moved. Was kind of hoping they had more. Can't complain though. Came out to like $500 an hour. I wish it was like that every damn day. But as good as that was, we're probably not working the whole week, so we're still going to be in the hole. But we're ready to go. $30 of fuel. Our generator's topped off. That holds about 10. Already got my plug set up. Gonna plug that right into the dryer outlet. Backfeed the panel. I already did a test run with it. It runs AC, water well, so we'll be good to go. The wind's supposed to come from the direction we're facing right now. Against my better judgment, I detached the trailer. It's over in front of the trees over here. I didn't want to risk kind of pulling the truck and trailer in on an angle and have the wind come and then lift the trailer up and throw it into the house. I lowered the landing gear, so I mean the trailer's sitting on the ground. And it's the only tree right there. Even if it fell, it's not really going to damage it. And when the wind turns around, it should be coming from the back of the house and it should go over the vehicles. Not happy my garage looks like this. We'll keep the car nice and safe. That's important. I don't know. That storm keeps it keeps tracking like further south. They always say Tampa, 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 and then last minute it turns and wants to hit us. And they've already moved the track from Tampa. Now it's like just below Sarasota. Right. Like even hit Sarasota, that's terrible for us because of the storm surge. Yeah, and a couple weeks ago when Helene rolled through, that was only like a 4-foot storm surge at high tide, which put 4 to 5 feet of water in downtown Punta Gorda. That place is gonna be, it ain't gonna be there no more. Last bad storm I had in my old truck, we just put 5-gallon buckets over the stacks, but we got rain caps. You can see there, I just bungee corded them down. So that should work pretty well. So a lot of places right now are already getting hammered with tornadoes. There's a bunch on Alligator Alley keep touching down, and I think one by Clewiston. I don't have. We brought the patio furniture and stuff in. Our grill, and it's fine. I just bought a brand new grill too, but I'm leaving outside like an idiot. But everything, I got everything ratchet strapped to the shutters on the back of the house. I mean, it's underneath the porch, it'll be alright. There's only one other house on my street, and there's woods, you know, all between us, so. Starting to kick up a little bit. Damn. Well, I think we're 25 feet above sea level. We should be all right as far as flooding goes. I'm more worried about like tornadoes because they just fucked everything up in the process. I know when the storm rolls in, we'll be at high tide, so that's it's going to make things worse. And earlier, my wife was on Facebook, and somebody made a post on there. Someone off the interstate and let a pit bull out of their car and took off. Just got rid of the dog. So we hopped in the truck and we circled around out by the interstate trying to find it. Didn't see nothing. But people are trash. Especially with the storm going on. Like, Anybody right now would have taken that dog and at least put it in their garage or whatever. Will do. Thank you. But yeah. Shot calendar. 23 last call. I probably should fire it up. I ain't started it in a couple months, but we're gonna keep her fresh. I don't know if you can see. Hey, you really can't see a mile. 2,100 miles on her. Of course, we got the wife's spaceship, school bus. Sometimes they do, where they just open up both lanes. But I'll tell you what, when I was working in Naples yesterday, there was a lot of people evacuating the south, you know, towards the, like Miami, Fort Lauderdale and all that. It was bumper to bumper from like the 107 down. Which is fine, but if the storm turned further south, like then you're kind of stuck. And like there was a lot of good paying work. I mean, Sunday and Monday, and I was just hesitant on them doing anything because the parking state or the interstate's a freaking parking lot. You can't move around as good as the money seems. I mean, it could take you all day to go 50 miles, and then it's not good money anymore. Yesterday we got lucky and there wasn't much traffic. I think everyone evacuated between Sunday and Monday. Yeah, they're crazy. I mean, depending where in Fort Myers. Like Charlotte County, where I'm at, they called for evacuations for A, B, and C. I'm in Zone D. Yeah, like we have the Charlotte Harbor, which is usually where these storms tend to track right on up, like Charlie did. Ian almost did it, but they hit Fort Myers instead. But we'd rather the storm hit us head on. It hit in Sarasota. That's just like I said, it's going to push all that storm surge our way. And like we've never really had that type of water. We've always taken a direct hit, or it's been minimal. Yeah, especially after Ian. I mean, then people got washed out down there. It's a shame. I think grab phone charger. Come on, Roscoe. Now's your chance. Come on. Come on.
Ready?
Yo, here's another one on.
It's okay.
Someone just tied a dog up outside of Tampa.
I don't blame you. It's okay, buddy. It's okay.
These people are terrible.
It's okay, buddy. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Well, at least I mean, at least they got to him.
It's okay.
But like, how much longer before that dog drowned?
I don't blame you.
Alright, come on, buddy. Come on.
And 200K in vehicles right there. Yeah, more than that. It's probably closer to 400. Yeah. Yep, there's literally more. I got more sitting on tires than what we got in the house. But I mean, the pizza makes us money. So. Oh, geez. I tell you what, though, like when I was down in Naples, a lot of them people were already evacuated, but not much chaos down there. Like they did what they had to do, they left, whatever. I ran to Northport to grab the generator, and I just want to note I had a generator. I just wanted something bigger to run the entire house. I didn't want nothing ghetto, but we were prepared. I just wanted to make sure we were good. But anyways, Northport, not much chaos. Charlotte County, it was a crapshoot. Every gas station, store, people going nuts because like we just know better. They say Tampa only storms or whatever. We know it's coming here. Oh yeah, we're good. We got everything we need. I mean, even before we went, I mean, we hit the store, got some odds and ends. I did buy a few more gas cans, just so we didn't have to, you know, deal with these idiots come the day after the storm trying to get fuel. We should be good for a couple days. And like, we keep a couple months worth of food at all times anyways. I mean, all the trees you see were, I mean, when Ian hit, I mean, they stayed. I know they kind of downplayed that storm on the wind, but I think we had 150, 160 mile an hour winds with that storm. But what makes this different, when Ian hit, the ground was real dry. You know, of course you get rain rolling in and storm hits, but the ground's already saturated. It's been raining. So it does make it easy for trees to uproot. Yeah, and like, there's a lot of areas that were already, I mean, every ditch and retention pond's already full. No, I don't have any bourbon. Something tells me I need to be sober on this one. And plus, assuming we don't have, like, my truck and everything is good to go to work, you know, hopefully I can go do some emergency work as early as tomorrow. Not too far. Let's see here. I'm only about 6 miles from Charlotte Harbor. All right, man. Now from the Gulf, probably 12 miles or so. weather alert, tornado warning, telling me to take shelter in a basement. Yeah, okay. Are you not freaked out by 150-mile-an-hour winds? Spencer, absolutely not. Not our first rodeo. More worried about the storm hitting a little bit north of me and getting all the storm surge. It's going to wipe out our town for sure. The problem with it, I mean, I get it. If you're in a flood zone, especially with the storm surge, like you have to leave. You can't stay. But I mean, just earlier when I was rearranging the vehicles in the yard, there's a random car, driving through the neighborhood. Like I said, I have 2 houses on my street, and I'm one of them. So, like, if you don't live here, what are you doing? And I never seen that car before. And just some shady looking individuals. I mean, they're literally riding around scoping out stuff. They can tell if someone's there or not. And during the storm or just when it ends, I mean, that's when people will go around, ride around looting. Are you letting me get outside? So I'm right on the line. I'm in zone D. A, B, and C, they have mandatory evacuation. Like I said, we're right on the line, but we'll be alright. Spencer, you're a beast, man. I appreciate it, man. We'll be alright. Our house is pretty new, so it's all up to code. And we rode out Ian, which was a pretty powerful storm. I mean, that thing was like 14 hours long of 150, 160 mile an hour winds. They're saying this one's supposed to move through quicker. I might be able to do that later with the storm surge. There might be crabs out in the street. No, it's crazy. After these storms, though, it stirs up all the wildlife. Rattlesnakes and everything everywhere. You got to be careful. Yes, we're in Florida. Right in the track of the hurricane. We're just waiting for it to come here. Will do, man. Thank you. I appreciate it. We'll be all right. We got plenty of food. Charlie, I'm assuming Tampa. No, I'm 100 miles south of Tampa. Oh yeah. Like I was just showing earlier, I don't know how long you've been watching. We've seen on Facebook someone just let a pit bull out of their car off the interstate right where we're at. So we hopped in the truck and ran down there trying to find this dog. Didn't find anything. And then while I started the live, there was another incident in Tampa. Someone tied a dog to a fence right on the side of the interstate, and it was already on the verge of drowning. I mean, people suck. Like, I'm sorry, I don't care if it flooded 20 feet right now. You better believe I have some sort of raft with my animals on there, and I'd be in the water swimming. We're in Italy. Thank you guys, appreciate it. I mean, I think they should be lined up and shot, personally. Like anyone that, I mean, let's say you're like, you have nowhere to go, you don't have a place for the dog, take it to somebody. Somebody, if it's, I mean, if the dog sucks, I mean, you can throw it in the damn, you can put someone's garage or whatever till the storm's done. I'm just excited that we got a decent generator. I'm gonna have it wired right into the breaker panel, so we'll have full function of the entire house, whether we lose power or not. Spencer, thank you. Yep. Like I said, it's not our first rodeo. But yeah, a little tip and trick. We'll show you. So this end right here plugs into the right in the generator. 4-prong, 220. Now this is slightly illegal because if you're not careful, like you have to make sure your main breaker is shut off when you do this, because let's say there's no power, but then someone's trying to work on a power line and you don't have that shut off, you could electrocute them. But then you go get yourself a dryer plug. You plug right into that. We got a junction box to our cord. You just backfeed the panel. Yeah, there's been several tornadoes already touched down. We're getting a lot of water, man. This is nuts. Oh yeah. It's already starting to flood across the street. Now I got a canal right behind my house that drains to a lake. Now we already did a test run with the generator. Everything does work. And we grabbed just Generac 6500. I think it's got over 8,000 starting or surge watts. Yeah, we're zone D. I checked on my Garmin I use for the truck, and the elevation's like 25 feet above sea level, so we should be all right. And if God forbid something happened with the generator, I do have another one over there. It's a little smaller, but it'll run the fridge and all, you know, freezer and everything. Yeah, no, there was a few people that posted on social media, you know, pictures of them already touched down. Not gonna stand. I want to have a beer with this man. It's funny. Yeah. Yeah, last storm I used that smaller one, and I got a portable AC unit. It just stands in the floor, got exhaust, and we had it routed out, our bedroom slider. But with that, you have like extension cords everywhere. It's just ghetto, and I didn't want to deal with all that this time. I'd rather just flip a breaker, turn on the generator, and have full function of the house. But yeah, if you have a little bit of common sense, you can have home backup power for $1,000. You know, maybe 1,500 if you had a bigger home, bigger AC unit and all that. But then Generac home generators, they try selling you for $10,000. I mean, they're good because they'll turn on by themselves, but not everybody has 10 grand to spend on a generator. Here we go, there's a little break in the rain. We'll do a walk around. All right, I landing gear had this down low, but now I see water's all in my toolboxes, so go ahead and lift this thing up a little bit. Not a big deal, but then it smells like mildew in there. Whew. Let me set this down real quick. Getting tiring. Good enough. We got everything buttoned up though, pretty good. Thank you. Whew. Hit the jackpot, got that Blackstone grill the other day, scratch and dent, $300. Stuff's draining pretty good. No, we're in Florida, man. Come on, Canadians don't walk around barefoot. We riding this one out. Yeah, I mean the lid barely, it didn't want to open. The dent was on the back side, but I got it working how it should. Big gators. Right down the street there's a lake. Probably in there. But yeah, like I said, after the storms, it stirs up all the wildlife, so it wouldn't be uncommon to see one out in your front lawn. Oh, thanks, man. It's a 05. Got our rain caps bungee corded down. Long wheelbase. Not luck, hard work, man. My first didn't have AC, man. It was a 92. It did what it needed to do though, but it was not exactly practical, especially OTR. Yeah, everything's hard work. I'm lucky to have the motivation to do all this. That's what I'll say that I'm lucky at. Put this back in the mount. Someone just texted me and said there's a tornado by me. Which is strange because you see how calm it is. And then with like today's economy, working twice as hard to just maintain, it's ridiculous. I used to go out to work like 2 weeks, take off 3 weeks, and live great. And now it's, work 6 weeks, take off a week. And also, I mean, I'm lucky to be handy, be able to work on stuff, because I tell you, you drive OTR and you have to pay someone to work on your truck every time it breaks. I don't think you can make it. And I mean, yeah, if I got rid of all these cars sitting here, yeah, I could have more time off. But then, like, for what? It'll turn around. Should everything be paid off soon, and then it'll be all right. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go check my wife's phone and see if they're talking about this tornado. I'll leave the phone set up. Lady Pyro, thank you. Yeah, depending on where you're at in Port Charlotte, you're fine. Anything west of 41 by like Edgewater and all that, unfortunately, I think they're all going to be underwater. I really should have went and got like a waterproof case for my GoPro. I could just set that up outside and let it run, but I'm an idiot, didn't do that. But all right, well, thank you all for watching. I'm gonna end this for now. Try to start up before the storm gets here, or during, as long as we have as long as I have service. If not, I'm sure I'll get videos and all that, and stay tuned. I'll post what I can, and tomorrow morning after the storm, I'm sure we'll be riding around trying to help friends and family. There were some that were stubborn that are in flood zones that wanted to stay, so we'll be taking the old Ram out. But everyone stay safe, and I'll check in with you all later. Thank you.